So again, you have the keys to the jail.
So this one comes down to who created the situation the defendant is now asking the court to fix. He wants to be released for medical reasons, but the court has to look at his history of disappearing and picking up new trouble. Pay attention to how the judge explains where the responsibility really sits. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files.
Docket 261957FH and 23501FH. People of the State of Michigan versus Carl Mendenhall. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. APA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the State of Michigan.
And Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Mendenhall, who's standing to my right.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
No.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No, ma'am.
Is there medication you're supposed to be on that you're not on? Okay, and you had enough time to talk to your attorney about all these matters?
Yeah.
All right, and I understand that this is a pretrial conference as well as a bond hearing. Have we had the pretrial conference?
Well, Your Honor, the status of the pretrial conference, it's kind of a continuing matter in that the plea offer in the case involves a third file. Thanks to Mr. Buxton's efforts, that case has been filed now in the 54A District Court. He is scheduled to be arraigned on that tomorrow.
Okay,
So it's probably not going to be up to this court for about 5-6 weeks.
okay.
Guessing on the
What are
time frame
new
there.
charges?
It's a fleeing and eluding fourth.
Okay, so, all right, that's it?
Yes,
Okay.
so that's what we wanted to address bond. The court previously, Mr. Mendenhall didn't show up for court for a year or two. So the court sentenced him to 90 days contempt with I think 2 months ago. He now has 64 days credit on that. I would ask the court to consider suspending the rest of that sentence at this time and granting him, which would be on file 23-501FH, and granting him a PR bond on file 26-1957FH. So, and then the bond would essentially be reinstated on the 501 case to give him an opportunity. And related to that fleeing and eluding case, Mr. Mendenhall obviously suffered severe injuries, including to his neck. The last time we were in court, the court wanted him to be able to get a soft neck brace in the jail. However, the jail will not do that unless he's willing to go into solitary confinement, which he does not want to do. He needs more medical attention as far as being evaluated, and he likely is going to need additional surgeries in the future. So we would ask if he's willing to do tether, if the court would like to have him on tether. I understand he obviously didn't have a good history of showing up to court after missing all that time. So but he's willing to do tether, but he needs to be able to get out and take care of his medical situation. He'll likely get some type of 10% bond or something like that on the fleeing and eluding, so we would have to post that as well tomorrow, hopefully. So he has a place he can stay with either his mother or his older brother locally. So we would ask the court to, again, like I said, suspend the remainder of that 90-day sentence, reinstate his bond on the 501 case, and then convert his 1957 case to a PR bond at this time, Your Honor.
So does he have a verifiable address, or are we just kind of cherry picking addresses?
He can stay with his mother at the 3708 Lockmore Drive.
Counsel, response?
Yes, Your Honor. The concern that the people have, Your Honor, and it was briefly mentioned by defense, but the defendant has been FTA for essentially 2 years at this point, Your Honor. In both matters, Your Honor, he actually fled prior to the case being brought up back in January of 2024 on the 26-1957 case. He was then picked back up recently, and obviously he fled on the other case as well. So a little over 2 years in regards to the one that was a district court at the time he was repicked up. Additionally, Your Honor, with this new case being a fleeing and eluding from the time period in which he was still FTA from the court, the people are concerned that the defendant has a pattern of running from police and running from these criminal charges. So this case should be up shortly. Like defense said, I contacted pretrial services in district court, and they will be doing an arraignment for him tomorrow. That case should be up shortly, and then we can resolve that matter. And at that point in time, I believe, I think the matter can be resolved. But the people's concern is that if Mr. Mendenhall is let out, he is a flight risk.
So there's a preliminary exam tomorrow?
There's an arraignment
Or an
tomorrow on the
arraignment?
new charges. So the preliminary examination won't be for another 2 weeks,
Yeah, if not 3.
if not 3, correct?
Counsel? Moving further?
No, Your Honor, just the timeline. I was just spitballing the math. If he gets arraigned tomorrow on June 4th, I think his preliminary exam will likely be on the 25th, which would be the 21 days. Then after that, it'd probably be July 8th or July 15th when he has a circuit court arraignment to get the case to your court.
Sir, anything else you want me to know? So, sir, if I release you on GPS tether, you need to stay at a place with a plug. I assume your mother's place has a plug.
Yes,
And you're welcome in her home.
yes,
So if you're stopped by law enforcement, you have to stop, not run.
yes, ma'am.
You can't be in the presence of any victim or witness. You need to show up to court, whether it's district court or here. So otherwise, I just have to keep you in jail. The one who's kept you there is you. You haven't shown up, you're not following any of these rules. You don't get to make up the rules. I don't get to make up the rules. There's laws, we all have to abide by them. So we can live in a peaceful community. So quit being a disruptor and follow the laws. And that means following what I'm going to tell you now. Because if you don't, it's called jail or prison. And we need you medical care once we sentence you. If that's what you want. Thing is, sir, people always blame others for putting them behind bars. You put yourself behind bars, you didn't show up. And now we don't have 2 files, we have 3 files. And if we have any more, because I have every right under the rules we operate, because of public safety, to not let you out. So again, you have the keys to the jail. So you have some decisions to make. I can't make those for you, and your attorney doesn't have any magic tricks. He does a really good job. I've known him for many, many years. But the more files you accumulate, the less he has to say and the less I believe. Does that make sense to you?
It makes perfect good sense.
Okay. So, sir, I'm gonna give you a PR bond and all your files in the amount of $25,000. I am going to forgive the balance of jail on the contempt and release you upon 2 things: verification of your address, and that's your mother's address at the 3708 Lockmore Drive, and your arraignment on the new charges, which is June 4th. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll release you. Hopefully they do. If not, I guess there'll be another motion filed in front of me. You will be released with a jail GPS tether. We do have it. I'm gonna make a note. You probably need the indigency grant. You've been working for a while. If you don't need it, then do apply for it. You will show all prescriptions for pretrial services from licensed medical physicians, and you will take any psychotropic medication, if any, as prescribed. You can use over-the-counter medications as labeled on the bottle. You can use less but not more. You'll follow all doctors' recommendations. You will PBT and/or drug test as requested by pretrial services, law enforcement, any court officer, or your mother. Since you'll be living with her, you will not only have in your possession or under your control a weapon, gun, ammunition, imitation of a weapon. You'll not be in the presence of third parties who have any of those items. You will not be in the presence of any known felons or any known gang members. You'll not wear any gang colors, insignia, or gang tattoos. Is there anything I have missed?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Your best behavior, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
we're gonna give you copies of this. That's all for this record, thank you.
You know, I think there's a difference between needing help and being entitled to release. The judge clearly felt the defendant's own choices created the risk the court now had to manage, but I'm curious to know how you see it, whether you agree with the judge or you see it differently. So take a moment and let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and check out one of the two that are on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.